Hello guys, welcome to 3K Fit Life. This is Kiran. So today I'm going to talk about how we travel to Canada in this pandemic situation. I know so many of you guys wondering about how to travel to Canada. So I'm going to elaborate each and every single detail in this video. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comment section. So I will reply. I will try to reply as soon as possible. So before starting this video, I want to tell one thing that all information I'm providing is of my own experience. So I'm not responsible for you. I mean, if you are willing to travel, it's your own risk. Travel at your own risk. About my flights and layover times, do watch till the end. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. On 9th of June, we traveled from Hyderabad to Muscat. The departure time of our flight is 10:20 a.m. So that means we got into the airport before 6 in the morning so that we could have so much time left. We require a RT-PCR test in India. That's if you are traveling from any place, you require RT-PCR test. So we took before 48 hours because we don't want to take any chances in that we don't want to take any chances of getting COVID-19. Even if we are allowed to travel, we don't want to take risks. So we only did before 48 hours. So after reaching airport, they were thoroughly checking all the PCR tests and all. So we have to show them the valid RT-PCR test. The things happened with us was the QR code did not scan. I mean, they couldn't scan QR code. So many people face this problem, and they stopped us like for 1 hour. So what happened is they again checked it. I mean, we had to call our doctors who provided us RT-PCR report, and we had to request them again about the RT-PCR to get water to get updated. So they sent us new valid RT-PCR forms. So we shown our forms to the airport officials, and they allowed us in. After differing so many times and booking so many flights, so and rescheduling so many times, we got fed up, and we know that cases are not going to drop as soon. So what we did was we searched each and every possible way to reach Canada. So we also checked about Ethiopia and Serbia routes also, but we didn't want to take any chances or risk because, as we know, there are people who got stuck in Ethiopia earlier, so we didn't want to take risk, and we also looked into Mexico route also, but we thought we gave it a thought, and we don't want to take risk in that way also, because I saw in the YouTube that so many people traveled from Mexico also cancel their flights. So I don't want to waste money on that. The only options we had was Serbia and the Muscat. We got to know about Muscat route 5 days prior to our traveling. So we didn't know anything about the Muscat route. I mean, we thought that we had to take a visa and layover. So we left it as an option, and we uh, were going to book through Serbia. But we have seen that if we travel to Serbia, the Qatar Airways and all, they are only providing the one baggage, so we have to buy another baggage, and the cost is getting so much. I mean, it is a risk, and we don't know that what's going to happen after we paying the what after we pay flight fares, and after we book all the things, we don't know if government going to ban or not, so we didn't want to take risk by booking ourselves. So after researching about 5 to 6 days, we thought about we will go with consultancy because we had a connection with consultancy earlier before, but they only had flight on 16th. But on the special request, Santa Monica Travels, it is a Kochi based travel, Santa Monica Travels gave us the flight. I mean, they booked especially for us. I mean, we were three members traveling from Hyderabad to Canada, and we three are friends. So we requested them to book flights, and we promised them that we will get all the required documents from our university. So they said it's your responsibility to get all the documents. Then we will book even before 2 days, and we were happy to hear that. After reaching out to our university, they helped us a lot. I mean, our university is York University. They provided quarantine within 3 days, and they sent all the necessary documents for us to travel. So we were happy, but the only thing left was to book the flights and to book the package. You know that paying 1,60,000 is so much for us. I mean, the Indian people, the Indian students especially, because we are going there to what pursue our dreams, and we don't have enough money also because we already taking loans, and we are already borrowing money from friends, relatives. So we hesitated a little bit to that we thought we give it a thought that is it worthwhile, is it worth traveling to Canada by paying 1,60,000? And after calculating the all the probabilities, we got to know that it is worth taking risk. That is it worthwhile, is it worth traveling to Canada by paying 1,60,000? And after calculating the all the probabilities, we got to know that it is worth taking risk. I mean, we already knew that they are going to extend ban, because as we can see, the previous year is repeating itself again, because in the previous year also they banned all the flights. So we know that they are going to definitely ban the flights. What we did was we talked to the consultancy and we booked our flights. So they charged us like 1,60,000 rupees. But the only good thing about the consultancy which we took traveling from is the refund policy. So many consultancies are providing zero refund policy. I mean, we got to know that so many consultancies are looting people, because if we get positive, then they are not giving money, and some consultancies are giving like 25% to 30% of money if we show them the positive report before boarding the first flight. So it means that we have to lose 70% of our money. The refund policy in Santa Monica is that they are going to only cut 20 to 25,000 INR. I mean, they are going to cut the minimum charges, and they will give us 80% of our money back. So we thought spending 1,60,000 uh, is so huge, but they have good refund policy. So we went with 1,60,000 through Santa Monica, because they had the best refund policy, and we didn't want to take any risk, because as we know this COVID thing is getting into so our nerves. I mean, so many people are fed up with this. So we didn't want to take risk, because there are so many chances of getting COVID-19 while traveling uh, to other countries. So we didn't want to take risk of losing our money. So we booked through Santa Monica Travels. So after reaching in Muscat, they received us. I mean, the people who traveled through Santa Monica formed a group, and they took us into RT-PCR test. I mean, I think they are like syndicate. All the consultancies come together and book the flights, and there were so many people who are from so different consultancies who traveled. So they took us in for the RT-PCR test, and they did our test at the Muscat airport. We stayed 14 to 15 hours. At Muscat airport we stayed 14 to 15 hours, and they also provided with a prime lounge facility. I mean, in this prime lounge we can stay 10 hours, staying like 10 hours. So in the prime lounge they have unlimited food and unlimited beverages. You know what I mean? I mean, they are providing alcohol also, I mean unlimited. So if you are interested, so you can drink as much as you want. So there are no limitations, and you can eat as much food you want. They provide 2 meals. It's lunch and dinner, so you could eat all you want. There is no one's going to question you about how much you eat or how much you drink. After getting PCR test, I mean, after doing a PCR test, we had to stay at launch. I mean, in the premises of launch, because they are going to come with our PCR test results, and they are going to distribute us the forms. I mean, they distributed us the forms after getting PCR test, and it's before 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours before of our departure. The heart was pounding fast. I mean, we don't know if we are positive or negative, and we are feeling so much uncomfortable and so much tensed. Every people and every student, I mean, there are so many students. Every student has fear in their eyes. I mean, we can see clearly that the heat was in the room, and the pressure of the results is in the room. Three people for 3 people. Santa Monica booked the flight just for us. I mean, 3 of us had different flights. There were a total of 64 passengers who were traveling. 61, approximately 64 passengers. 61 of them were traveling from Frankfurt to Toronto in Air Canada, but we three got Lufthansa because, as I said, that our flights were full, and we didn't get seats. But we made a special request, and what they booked for us. I mean, they helped us a lot. So I would suggest go with the travel Santa Monica. I think it is best. I mean, after 3 hours, all people boarded the flight. I mean, Air Canada people boarded the flight, but we had to stay at the airport for more 4 hours. So it was not so long. I mean, we roamed all the Germany airport. We had an experience and exposure of Germany also. After that, we we boarded our flight from Frankfurt to Toronto, and we reached the Toronto airport after 8 hours and 30 minutes flight. We reached the Toronto airport, and the first thing they are going to ask the official, the officials of Canada going to ask is about your RT-PCR test. So we shown that we have a RT-PCR test from Muscat, but to Toronto, and we reached the Toronto airport after 8 hours and 30 minutes flight. We reached at the airport, and the first thing they are going to ask the officials of Canada going to ask is about your RT-PCR test. So we shown that we have RT-PCR test from Muscat, but what they did was they gave us a verbal warning. I mean, they said we are giving you a verbal warning. After that, we we boarded our flight from Frankfurt to Toronto, and we reached the Toronto airport after 8 hours and 30 minutes flight. We reached at the airport, and the first thing they are going to ask, the officials of Canada going to ask is about your RT-PCR test. So we shown that we have RT-PCR test from Muscat, but what they did was they gave us a verbal warning. I mean, they said we are giving you a verbal warning that they issued our study permit, and we were so much happy that we received our study permit. And the next thing is getting tested. I mean, we have to go to the PCR test at the airport, as we know that it is mandatory. So all the people who are traveling should go through PCR test, and there's so much huge line. I mean, it took us like 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours of time to get tested. We had so much glow in our faces, and tears of joy in our eyes, and yeah, crying is the only thing we did not do, except that all the emotions we had was what it was sympathetic. So we were like as we know that so many students are stuck in India due to the travel restrictions. So we were lucky. I mean, after reaching the airport, we got to know that Air Canada has banned all the flights, and we foreseen that they will ban. And we thought like it was the wise decision that we traveled on the 9th. So if you are going to travel or if you want to travel, please consider the Serbia route also. I mean, we met so many people who traveled from Serbia also. They said like they had an adventure and a great experience visiting Serbia, because they could easily get visa in there, and they could roam all the city while waiting for the results. They didn't have to wait, they didn't have to stay at the hotel itself, so restrictions were not that much strict. The only thing is, if you are willing to take risk, just do it. I mean, if it means a lot, if traveling means a lot to you, if you want to travel, if you are stuck from so many days, I mean so many months, so you could consider these route options, because I don't have hope that in 1 month or 1.5 months the flights are going to open. I mean, the flights are going to resume. So please consider these things, and keep in mind that you require quarantine accommodation, and it is mandatory. They will ask at all the airports. The tip, I'm going to give you all a tip, that don't carry extension box or something which are big electronic gadgets in the cabin bag, because if you are going through Muscat, then they are going to throw it away. I mean, they took my extension box that I kept for my charging and all. They took my extension box and throwed it away, because it is not allowed in cabin baggage. So just don't do that. Keep that in uh, your checked luggage, so that you could take it to Toronto. So it was a great experience for us. I mean, after going through so much trouble and so much hurdles and so many deferrals, after going through so many um, flight reschedules, so we finally reached Toronto. As you can see, I'm in my quarantine, enjoying my coffee and enjoying my time here. Our college helped us a lot. Our university, which is York University, helped us a lot because they booked quarantine for us and everything for free. So it is nice. And the travels, I want to thank all the travel members, I mean travel agency members. So they helped us a lot. I want all of you to know that no one is going to stop you if you are willing to take risk. I mean, it's on you. If you want to take risk, take the risk. If it's worth to you and it means a lot to you, you could travel. But don't blame anyone if you caught in, if you got caught in COVID-19, and if you got struck after getting positive. Don't blame anyone, because no one is going to force you to travel. You are taking your own responsibility, and you are responsible for your health, and you are responsible for your safety. So don't blame on others, because we traveled because we wanted to travel. So we are, if even if we got positive, we wouldn't have blamed anyone. We will think like that, we will think that it's our fate that we got COVID positive. But the thing is, we are never going to give up. I mean, we don't give up easily. Even if we got positive, we will always we will travel anyway. I mean, after getting negative, we will spend money. I will take loan. I mean, we are prepared to take loans and anything for us to just for to travel, because going to Canada means so much for me and for us, because we are students and we want to explore, we want to travel, we want adventures, we want to set our lives, we have goals and we have responsibilities, and we have tasks to be completed, and we have loans to be paid, we have to earn money, we have to look for part time, we have to go to jobs, and we have to set our career. And we are in this so much huge competition. You have to be in first. I mean, you have to do everything by yourself, and you have to complete when you have opportunity to complete. So don't delay anything. If you want to travel, you travel. If you want to do anything, just do it. So this is 3K Fit Life. As you know that also a fitness guy. You can see that in my channel the name is 3K Fit Life. So this channel is all related to my life and my fitness. I mean, I renamed my channel. I renamed my channel to 3K Fit Life in Canada. So it means that I'm going to show everything, every little thing about my life in Canada. I mean, how I'm going to survive, how I'm going to survive, and how I'm going to do things. How I'm going to. I mean, we don't get success overnight. So I know that I'm going to have to face failures also. I'm going to show my failures and my successes. So I want to show all about my life. I miss my parents, but that we travel because we also have goals, and they do understand that we have our goals to pursue. So I told no one, I mean, I told not even a single person that I'm going to travel. There, I didn't invited anyone. I didn't told any of my relatives, my friends. I didn't visited anyone. we are four members in family. In my family we are four members: my brother, my mom, my dad, and me. We only they are the ones who knew that I'm going to travel, except that I didn't tell anyone until I boarded the flight. So that's the risk I took. I mean, I'm committed to myself that much. I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice so many things, and I succeeded in reaching Canada, and I'm going to succeed in my life also, I think. But I have to work for it. So many of you may know or may not know who I am. My name is Kiran Kumar. I'm from Hyderabad, and my passion is fitness, and my age is 22 years. I'm here to study along with my fitness. I mean, I'm not going to leave my fitness. My plan is to study and concentrate on fitness simultaneously while chasing my dreams and surviving in Canada as a student. If you like this video, please do like. My plan is to study and concentrate on fitness simultaneously while chasing my dreams and surviving in Canada as a student. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe with your friends. If you want to know anything, any detail about fitness or traveling or life, please just message me. Please do comment, and you could also contact me in Instagram. It is Kirru Kiran. I mean, KIRRU KIRAN, Kirru_Kiran. Kirru is my nickname. So you could contact me in Insta also, and I also have another Instagram account which is 3K Fit Life. So you could contact me in that also. So bye bye, take care.